and chosen to have a bat first. Maybe a little bit of a surprise given the history of sides often choosing to bowl first, but actually if you look at the winning percentage records, often it is the side that bats first here at Sharjah that goes on to win. There are some changes for both 11s as well, and one big one for Nepal. Mohammad Adil Alam, who's been out in the international wilderness for, I think it's over 3 years now, is back into action. And that's a really good piece of news. He comes in, it's an enforced change, we heard Rohit Paudel say at the toss, because Nandan Yadav misses out due to that sort of niggle with the back and the side. And there's 2 changes for the West Indies too. And we see Raymond Simmons and Obed McCoy miss out. And then it's going to be Jediah Blades, the quick bowler, in. And a great piece of news for young Zishan Matara. He's going to be the 5th one to get given his international debut by the West Indies this week. There was 5 potential international debutants in the squad, all 5 now capped. Just a moment of reflection for the West Indies ahead of what's a big night for them. The last thing they want to do is to lose this series to Nepal. And a little while earlier, we had one of the great West Indian servants of all time, and one of the great commentators too, down to get a closer look at this surface.
Absolutely pleased to be back here in the middle of the Sharjah Cricket Stadium, and it feels a cool enough evening, a slight humidity which brings out some perspiration, but generally it feels really good for cricketing purposes. We're playing on the same surface on which the first T20 international was played, so as the Nepalese warm up behind me, the West Indies on that side, slightly shorter leg side boundary by a meter or 2 compared to the offside boundary as I stand at this end. So a look at the surface really tells us that it looks a little bit dry. It's bereft of maybe green grass as we go down and have a look. Sometimes, I don't know if you can see it on the camera, there's a nice sheen as well, which tells us it's very hard. So one part of me is thinking maybe the wrist spinners might get the odd ball to grip, but generally the batter should be able to prosper on this surface. So I'll try to get back up here, which is very difficult. I think it should offer more than the 148 that we saw in that first game if the batters are able to play sensibly and capably. Generally, it's a good surface, and we didn't have any dew that first game either. If that holds through tonight, it could be a fantastic game.
Yeah, it should be a really good game. On the same surface, Ian Bishop feels as though there may be a slightly higher scoring affair than the one that we saw 2 days ago. And what an occasion it was. 7,000 or 8,000 fans packed into this stadium. I think close to 100% of them were from Nepal to celebrate underneath the skies of a lovely half moon this scorecard. A 19-run victory. We felt as though Rohit Paudel, Kushal Malla and Kushal Bertel were the standouts for Nepal, but it was really an out-and-out team performance. And the star of the show with the bat for Nepal was the captain, Rohit Paudel. He made 38 from 35. Took his time at first. He came to the crease with his side in real trouble, with both openers having been dismissed early. But he gradually started to unleash the range of strokes that he has in his locker. Picked up the length nicely, including that one off his Lumbini Lions teammate, Raymond Simmons. And he ended up being the player of the match, contributed 1 for 20 with the ball as well. Now, the other star of the show, we felt, was Kushal Bertel, so often known as a devastating batter at the top of the order. It was his performance with the ball and in the field that helped change the game. And I caught up with him a little earlier. Kushal, thanks so much for joining us. A historic victory 2 days ago. What's the reaction been like from back home? What's the mood in the camp?
Yeah, I felt really happy last night. Most of beautiful things and the most positive things came from the back home, from family, from friend. Yeah, that when I see that, you feel really well. But that's just a past. The main goal is to win the series, and this game is, we have really good chance to win the series. So we are looking forward to it.
Your own all-round performance 2 days ago was critical. That run out to start with and the 2 wickets and the catch to win it. Talk to us about all 3 of those.
Yeah, talking about that runouts, I'm very aware of car miles. Actually, over that runners. I beat in the 30 yard when he hit that ball and he ran directly. So the chance to give me a run out that if I have to hit the one stump actually and did that, felt really happy. I think after that wicket, the momentum is in our side. So yeah.
Okay, what about your approach tonight with the bat? Obviously a big challenge facing someone of Akil Hussein's quality in the power play. What's been the talk with Stuart Law about how to counteract him?
Actually, he's one of the he's doing really well in international cricket in French League as well. So we are aware of that. Yeah, we have some plan to play against him. Not only against him, from other bowlers, Holder took 4 wickets in other night. So we have some plan. We'll execute that today.
Appreciate very best of luck tonight.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Always a historic occasion, whatever time you represent your country, and the team photo. Guy Nendramala there, the assistant coach, making sure they get exactly what they want. These men are under a bit of pressure. The West Indies, with all of their calibre, the two-time champions of the T20 World Cup. Plenty of experience here, and their star with the show the other day was Jason Holder. 4 wickets he picked up, the big man. Let's get a look. Look at the best of his bowling from the other day. That 4 wickets that he took. The other day actually put him to the top of the charts in terms of the leading T20 wicket takers this year, going past Noor Ahmed, who's had such a prolific 2025 as well. He's got 74 wickets across all of the formats, not just for the West Indies, but for his franchise teams as well. And thought he bowled exceptionally well at the death. And that catch from Kareem Agor on as a subfielder was as good as you'll ever see at any level. He's had to wait for his chance, but Holder's experience, oh so important for the West Indies. That's that number I was talking about there. Look at the names he's mixing it with. Mohammad Amir, Hassan Ali and Haris Rauf, those Pakistani quicks, and then the left arm wrist spin and mystery of Noor Ahmed. But Jason Holder stands tall, both literally and figuratively, right on top of the charts. He's having another exceptional year. Big mix of experience and youth, though, in this side that the West Indies have sent here to Sharjah. And one of the debutants 2 days ago was exceptional himself with his leg breaks. Earlier on, Carlos Brathwaite caught up with Navin Badesi.
Have the pleasure of speaking to Navin Badesi. It's been a whirlwind couple of months for you, from the Breakout League to CPL to making international debut. Tell us a little bit about that journey.
Yeah, I think the journey has been incredible. Thank the man above for sure. It's been an incredible journey. From Breakout, earning best all-rounder, then earning a spot at CPL, playing a good handful of games. And then coming here and being selected for West Indies, it's always a privilege, an honor to represent the badge. So, just grateful for it all, man.
And you alluded to CPL. Your captain at CPL was Jason Holder. How special was it to receive your international cap from Jason Holder? Yeah,
definitely special. A great guy on and off the field. Obviously growing up, looking at him as one of the better all-rounders coming through West Indies cricket, it's great. And having worked with him in CPL, really cool guy, really humble guy who helped me get into my game during CPL as well. So.
And talking about your game, 3 for 29 on international debut, can you tell us some of the things that worked well for you during that spell?
Yeah, I think I'm a simple guy. I like to keep things simple, just staying wicket to wicket. Once the batsman miss, I hit. And just sticking to my strengths. I don't spin the ball much, but I'm wily with my pace and my angles and stuff, so I stick to that.
And from a team perspective, not the outing you'd wanted first up.